Welcome back. Here with us on Editors Roundtable, and we've got Rahul Arora with us on the show this Friday. Rahul, so you spoke about defense. You're very clearly still convinced about that theme. Let's talk about the next, big high conviction areas, and where does this discretionary consumption fit in? Because like Prashant mentioned, everybody is trying to figure out where that additional 1 lakh rupees will go. Will people spend it on QSR, on more holidays and travel, or, I don't know, other paraphernalia? What's your sense?
Why not stock market and insurance?
Yeah.
I mean, it is discretionary.
People want to have fun as well. Everything cannot go back to the market.
So the more you invest, the more fun you can have, no?
That's true.
No, but I think on discretionary, so like I was saying, I think consumer staples is an avoid, but I think we like United Spirits and United Breweries. I think they're both trading at about 33 times EV EBITDA, but I think the summer season onset has been very strong for the beer players. I think UNSP should also be good. I think the valuations have come down to about 45 times adjusted for RCB's valuation. I think that over the next 6 months, UB could give you a bigger delta than UNSP, but I think if you're playing it slightly more long term, I think UNSP has better levers. We'll probably pay through hotels like Chalet. I think Indian Hotels has had a dream run from 60 rupees to 900. I think Chalet presents a little bit of an opportunity there. I think one other way to play consumer could also be through P&G and Gillette. I think they have done remarkably well. I think P&G has actually corrected quite a bit, and I think it's providing you an interesting price point. Gillette has finally returned to double-digit, growth, which is a very heartening sign in the stocks. Reacted pretty much in accordance. And if I was to extend consumer discretionary, I think iShares looks like an interesting play. I think if that company is able to grow at 15-16% and grow its EBITDA by about similar numbers, it'll outperform the other traditional two-wheelers. So, I mean, you can find premium anywhere. You can find when consumer discretionary could also be high-end real estate and automobiles as well.
Premium, the premium
so we had also initiated on Hyundai last week. That's another name that we like.
So, Rahul, in that consumption discretionary, any view on Varun Beverages or Jubilant FoodWorks? The entire Jubilant group, seems to be back in action. There is going to be a block in Jubilant Foods as well. Promoter is going to dilute some stake. Any view on the Jubilant group?
Well, you just answered it, Nimesh. I think when I started looking at Jubilant FoodWorks, I think the promoters used to own north of 60%. Yeah. It's down to low 40s. Let's compare that to...
But he's expanding as well, right? He's buying out...
I don't know if that's the best deployment of capital. Because I think if I compare it to McDonald's, which has been a stock that we really like, it's a single product, single geography company, which has basically diversified only into beverages where the gross margins are significantly higher than the burgers business. The problem that a lot of QSRs have, Nimesh, is if you look at their master franchise agreements when they came out to their IPOs, and this is in all their RHPs, their royalty benefits are linked to store openings. So if India was to go into a slowdown, God forbid, they will continue to have to open stores. And let me take you back to the period of 2013 when the taper tantrum mini recession happened. Jubilant kept opening 150 stores every year, and their return on capital employed dropped from 45% down to low teens, and their margins from the early 20s into single digits. So that's a risk. And a lot of the other QSRs have acquired companies where Sri Lanka, Turkey, Indonesia. These are not some of the most politically stable regions. So I don't know if that's the best deployment of capital. I think you should stick to your core. There's no need beyond a point to extend into biryanis and Chinese and so on. Do the product and expand it. I think, at the end of the day, if you look at the number of Domino's stores in the US, India hasn't even scratched the surface. So our preference would be more towards a Westlife. And as opposed to for Varun Beverages, I think the tilt would still be more towards UNSP, UB, and maybe if you want to drop down the market cap, something like even a Radico Khaitan looks interesting.
There we go. We've got some burgers, we've got hotels, we've got Radico. Yes. I think we're fully set for the weekend.
It's an IPL weekend.
And IPL, yes, absolutely. Perfect conversation to then, kickstart the weekend buzz. Rahul, thanks very much for joining in.
Pleasure.
Great to have you on the show
Thank
this
you
week as always. Well, with that, it's curtains, so we have to take your leave as well. Thank you so much for being with us on Editors Roundtable. Stay tuned. News and updates continue on CNBC-TV18.